So we have this roadmap now, so let's go ahead and actually start to create the functionality around this. The first thing that we're going to focus on until we get it as close to right as possible is products. So let's go ahead and jump into terminal. In the root of the Django project, that is where manage.py is, we're going to do python manage.py start app, and this is going to be called products. The app itself is products. Now, let's not get that confused, of course, with Django project as a web application. It's a lot different. The app is going to be handling everything related to products, or as many things as possible related to products. So inside of here, of course, we see models, admin, views, all this stuff. So the first thing that I want to do is actually have a specific product. So in models, we are going to create a class called product, and it's going to be models.model. So let's think about the different attributes this product will actually have to have. So first off is title, and then we were probably going to want a description. Then we might want to have a slug field, and I'll talk about why a slug field in a minute. We'll probably have a price. And do we want to cover inventory in the product itself? And let's put a question mark next to that. For now, I'm going to leave it out, as well as slug, so we'll leave those out. And then we also might want to have a active, so whether or not it should be on the site. So like if it's active, if we have the product available, then we put it on here. Or if it's in draft mode, meaning we're eventually going to bring out the product, then we can do that too. So we have title, description, price, active. Now that's probably pretty good. I don't know if we need anything beyond that at this time. So let's go ahead and just do define Unicode. And we're going to return self.title. Now, of course, if you're working on Python 3, which is an option, you could do define str and self, and then just return the self.title as well. So it's virtually the same thing. All right, so here we want slug and inventory possibly. So for now, we'll do the fields associated to these different attributes. So model.char field, and we'll put a max length of 120, and this one's going to be required. And then the description, we'll do models.text field, and we'll say max, or we'll give it a blank equals to true and null equals to true. Blank, of course, being that the Django form requires it to be, it doesn't require it to be filled out, and then null means that in the database it can also be empty. Price, we're going to use a decimal field, so models.decimal field, and I'll leave that as required. And then active, we'll do models.boolean field, and we'll put the default being to true. All right, so now we've got our first model inside of our products app. So let's go ahead and add this into our Django database. So if we go to e-commerce, into settings, into local, we're going to scroll down, and into my apps, we're going to add products. Right underneath newsletter, keep it consistent. All right, and then all we need to do now is python manage.py, and we'll migrate this. And it gives us some errors. Well, this is good. So Django does this every single time. It's going to tell you if you didn't define a specific attribute to any of your fields. In this case, we left out decimal places and max digits to our field product price, and it shows us exactly what it is. So field product, the model is product, the field is price. So we need decimal places and max digits. So decimal places equals to 2, max digits equals to, how many digits do we want to have? So I'm going to say 1,000. Probably not going to go higher than that, but it really depends on how many digits you actually want in your number, right? So 6 digits is going to be a pretty high number anyway. So let's just say 20. All right, so we've got a price of 20 digits. Now we can actually run the migration again. And there we go. So we actually want to do for Python manage.py make migrations first to actually add this product, the setting up the migrations for it, and then we actually want to run the migrations themselves. So whenever you make changes to your app, that's what you need to do. You need to do make migrations and then migrate those changes. So now that we have this product, we're going to go into our admin and we're going to add it in here. So from .models, import product. And all I'm doing here is adding it into the admin. So admin.site.register, and we're going to register that product. So let's go ahead and run the server and see what I just did with the admin. If I run server, we could jump into the server itself and go into the Django admin, which is activated by default, and we see products is in here. So we can actually add a new product, and we'll say MP3 player. Do people still sell those? Let's just say it's $19.95. Like literally the year and the price. Okay, so we hit save, and boom, we now have a new product in here. All right, so this leaves us with a question. Are we done with the amount of products? No, we're not. We should think about product image. So product images. And then also maybe product categories. So categories that these products might actually belong to. Right? So those are a few other models that we'll still want to do, but I'm going to leave those out for now because we want to actually display these products and see how we can actually list out these products as well. So we're going to go back into that to-do, and we have this single product itself, but we also want to see that product, and then we'll list them out. All right, so in the next one, that's something we'll do. If you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, let's keep going.